This is so incredibly different than what I expected. I am genuinely confused right now. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Brittany, and despite my channel name being Vasor Beauty, I haven't actually made a beauty video on this channel in well over 3 years. I do more home and lifestyle content in addition to fun videos like these. If you do enjoy this video, I would love to have you as a subscriber. Hit that red subscribe button and you'll be notified of all of my future videos. Now, with all that said, let's dive into today's video. I cannot tell you how much anticipation I have for this. I will be revealing my results of not one, but 2 DNA tests that I took. I have noticed both in real life and on YouTube so many people doing these various DNA tests, and I have been very skeptical of this because these tests aren't cheap. They're between $100 and $200, and I'm just wondering, how accurate are these results? How do I know if any of this is true? So that's why I decided to take 2 different tests so we could do a little compare and contrast. How similar or how different are these results going to be? Now, granted, that's not necessarily going to tell us how accurate the results are, but if nothing else, I think it'll be interesting to see if the results are similar or not. Other issue that I have with these tests is I'm just personally a little wary of giving out my DNA and sending that out to a private company. There have been multiple high publicity security breaches happening recently. So there was the whole data hacking scandal with Cambridge Analytica. There was the Equifax data security breach, and I was affected by both of those. So I'm like, sending my DNA off to some company. Like, how do I know that there's not some evil genius out there who's gonna break in, steal the DNA, create a clone army, and take over humanity? If nothing else, that would make a good movie. But I've set aside those reservations in the name of making an interesting YouTube video, and I did go ahead and send in my DNA to 2 different companies. I chose the 2 most popular DNA analysis companies, so we did Ancestry.com and 23andMe. And just as a disclaimer, I'm not affiliated with either of these companies in any capacity. I don't have an affiliate link. This is a totally unbiased review. As far as I know, my dad's side is mostly German, and my mom's side is Cuban. Her parents met in Cuba and moved over to the US. I've also been told many times that I look part Asian. It's probably because of my slightly hooded eyes, so who knows? So starting with Ancestry.com, you see here on the website, I pressed get started to see what kind of options they had available. And I just did this basic US Discovery package. It looks like these higher level packages are just going to tell you more results of your ancestors and relatives that are global. So I just decided to do this $99 package. And as luck would have it, the day after purchasing this, I saw a nationwide commercial saying that the price had dropped to $49. So I would say if you are interested in doing this, wait until they go on sale. Then over on 23andMe, they're also having a special for Mother's Day, which I did not get. They had some more options here. So I actually did this health and ancestry service. I paid full price, which was $199 for this. And not only is this going to tell me my DNA results, it's also going to tell me some other fun facts like my genetic health risk reports, carrier status reports, all of these things that could be potentially traumatic to reveal on camera in front of thousands of people, but you know. I placed my order for both kits on the same night, and 23andMe's kit came 2 business days later, which I thought was really fast, and Ancestry's kit came 4 business days later. All right, so it has been a few days, so let's start with this one. So when you open it, there's a little packet. Let's get started. Register this kit before sending back your sample, and then the instructions are printed down here to put your saliva sample. Okay, looks pretty straightforward. And then let's check out Ancestry. Very similar instructions. Activate online first, then gather your DNA. I'm going to go register these online now, do our samples, send them in, and the next time I see you guys, I will have my results. From there, this is where things got interesting, because within a few weeks, 23andMe sent me an email saying that my results had come in. Now with Ancestry, I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and I got no email, no notification saying that my results had come in. So I went back to the original email saying that my sample had come in. I saw at the very bottom of this, it says check the status of your DNA results. So I clicked on this just to see what the status was, and lo and behold, my results popped up. I just thought that was interesting that had I not gone back to that original email, they never sent me any notification. So I don't know if that was just a mess up on their end. I don't know when the results actually came in. Maybe it was many weeks ago. Maybe it just came in. I don't know. All right, so since we're here, I'm just gonna start with the Ancestry Results. When you log in, it has 3 options. So your DNA story, DNA matches, or DNA circles. So I'm going to start with our DNA story. And I have this here blocking because I want to look at the results line by line. Europe South, 46%. Southern Italy? What? Europe West, 14%. Iberian Peninsula, 10%. Great Britain, 8%. European Jewish, 7%. Hold on a second. What the heck? 7% European Jewish. Okay, let's see what else we have. Now that I'm sufficiently shook. Low confidence regions. 5%, which is Armenia, Georgia, Iran, Iraq. Okay. What? 3% Middle East. Less than 1% Native American, and it looks like that is the region that would include Cuba. So apparently I'm less than 1% Cuban. And then South Asia, it looks like India is circled here. That's less than 1%. So it seems here that my primary heritage is from Southern Italy. This is so incredibly different than what I expected. I am genuinely confused right now. Really throwing me off. European Jewish. And the reason why is that the majority of my best friends are all Jewish, like just randomly happen to be Jewish. I never in a million years thought that I had any part Jewish at all. So I think that's actually pretty cool. So I'm extremely curious to see how this is going to compare to my 23andMe results. So my 23andMe results came around 3 weeks after I mailed in the kit. They did send me an email letting me know that my results are ready. So let's take a look. Let's see what they have to say. European, 97.1% European. 47.9% Italian. Okay. So Ancestry said 46% Italian. 23andMe is saying 47.9%. So basically 48% Italian. So that's pretty close. I had no idea, you guys, that I'm 50% Italian. Iberian, 10%, 10.5%. So that's the same, I believe. Balkan, 3.8%. French and German, British and Irish, 2.5%. This is pretty different because in my Ancestry, it says 8% Great Britain, but over here it says 2.5%. So that's a pretty significant difference. Eastern European, 1.9%. Scandinavian, 0.5%. Okay, this one says that I can't pronounce this, Ashkenazi Jewish, 0.3%. Okay, so according to Ancestry.com, I am 7% European Jewish. And according to 23andMe, I am only 0.3% this Ashkenazi Jewish. All right, so let's see. This one says that I'm 0.8% Native American, 0.3% East Asia. This was not on my Ancestry at all. There was no percentage East Asian. Sub-Saharan African here is 0.7%. So Ancestry did not have me at all Sub-Saharan African, and this 23andMe has me at 0.7%. But let's just jump over to my health reports because there could be some juicy info there. What? You guys, oh my God. I have a more Neanderthal variants than 94% of customers. What? What does that even mean? Oh my gosh. What? So I'm gonna have to look into this a little more, see what it means, but I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. All right, so it looks like there are a lot of individual reports that I could look through one by one. We don't have time for that. Let's just do the summary here. Genetic health risk report. I am slightly increased risk of whatever this is. I'm going to look into it. So looks like here the only thing we have through all of these tests is whatever this is. I'm going to pause. I'm going to look into this a little bit more, and I'm going to come back to you with my final thoughts and comparison between these two DNA tests. So I will be back. All right, we're back. I've been looking at this, and I think what is throwing me off is that both of these companies break up the regions a little bit differently. But if you look at it on a broad scale, I would say the results are fairly similar. The biggest buckets are the same. So the around 50% Italian and this Iberian Peninsula being 10%. That matched up. Where there were some significant differences here is in this Great Britain on Ancestry says I'm 8%, which is fairly significant. Whereas on 23andMe, only 2.5% British and Irish. And then the biggest disparity that is throwing me off the most is this European Jewish. When I look into it here, this Ashkenazi Jewish is European Jewish. So according to Ancestry.com, I am 7% Ashkenazi Jewish, whereas on 23andMe, it's only 0.3%. That's a pretty big disparity. So I feel like after doing this, I'm left with more questions than answers. I want to dive into this more. If I have some more thoughts, I will leave it down in the description box after I have some more time to process this and look into it. But I'm very curious to hear from you guys. What do you think about this? And also, if you have had any interesting DNA test results or experiences, leave them down in the comments. Am I glad I did this? Yes, I think it's really interesting. Do I feel like it was worth the price I paid for this information? Probably not. I mean, that was pretty steep. It was $300 total for all of this. Again, I would recommend waiting for these to go on sale if you are interested in doing them yourself. Also, I did just close my MacBook giveaway. Here is the name of the winner. In addition to that, I had my 3 Vassor skincare giveaway winners. So these are all of our winners. Congratulations to those of you who have won. I've already reached out to them, and I will have another giveaway going on soon. So make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And with all that said, I will see you soon with a new video. Bye.